How's it going, everyone? Brand Capital here, back with another video in which we will go over the recent changes in the market, what happened in the cryptocurrency space, how is Bitcoin behaving, what are some meaningful pieces of news that we can take into consideration and have a plan for the rest of the week. Let's get right into it. As always, feel free to drop a like and subscribe to the channel on the way in, and let's get right into it. So in front of us, the Bitcoin USD chart on the 30-minute time frame. I wanted to record this video because as I woke up, so I'm recording this Wednesday, December 23rd, around 7:30 Eastern time, and as usual, I start TradingView, want to have a look at how Bitcoin behaved over the last few hours, so as we were sleeping, and something really interesting happened. We tested this ascending channel. So if I zoom out and go to a 4-hour time frame, we got a nice little dip of roughly 4% on a single candle, on a single 4-hour candle. And we came down to test this ascending channel, the lower part of the ascending channel, the support part. And as I was preparing this video, actually, we bounced pretty quickly to stay back in this channel. One piece of news that I found was concurring to this analysis that I was just telling you about. So this really quick article saying that basically Bitcoin drops back to 23,000, even though Grayscale bought a lot yesterday. So let's see. Data from Cointelegraph showed a surprise bearish trading session on Wednesday. It took less than 60 minutes for BTC USD to descend from highs of 23.7, reaffirming volatility as a feature of the current landscape as well as the selling pressure surrounding 24,000. So let's see what they're telling us here. So yeah, this is the candle I was telling you about. So even though Grayscale, which is the largest Bitcoin trust, basically they buy Bitcoin and you buy their stock, and which means that they hold your Bitcoin by buying their shares. So it's a simpler way of buying Bitcoin. You can add this to your 401k, to your Roth IRA. Grayscale Bitcoin Trust is the ticker symbol GBTC. It's an OTC stock, so you cannot trade it on brokerage such as Robinhood or WeBull, but you can totally do it on TD Ameritrade, Charles Schwab's, and others like that. But let's see what this is saying. The move contrasts with bullish accumulation continuing from institutional quarters, with Grayscale adding more BTC to its asset under management on Tuesday than the entire previous week combined. Okay, so they're loading the boat. Basically, they see this price action. So ever since we hit new all-time high, they see this as a consolidation. So we're still trading in this ascending channel. For how long will it hold? This is why I feel like today's price action, so let's say this next 4-hour candle and this one, will tell the story. Are we printing a head and shoulder pattern like that, and then coming back down, or out? Or is it more, oh, come on. Sorry, when OBS is on, my computer becomes way older. Or are we going to see something like like this, and then keep trading in this range with the previous all-time highs serving as a resistance or horizontal line. Time will tell. However, how did it affect the Bitcoin miners yesterday? Yesterday was pretty much the craziest day I've ever witnessed for Riot blockchain. Every trend line, every plan, every ascending channel just got thrown out of the window. And yes, we basically had a 60% run um, from Monday. Wednesday alone was a 35% increase, roughly. So we actually broke correlation with Bitcoin to the upside. So Riot and as well as Mara, I'll get to it in a second. Um, Basically broke correlation. You could say that they caught up to the new levels that Bitcoin printed over the weekend. So you see that range between 22.5 and 24 that happened over the weekend. So it will not show on the chart since this is the Riot blockchain chart, which is traded only during trading hours over the week. So really interesting. I am short 4 covered calls at a 12.5 strike price. So these calls are currently in the money, but I'm ready to roll them over. What I'm waiting for is basically to see what is the next pattern printing. Are we still bullish? Are we starting to be bearish? I'm in no rush, even though this week is a short week, so tomorrow will be closed past 1 p.m. or 12 p.m., I'm not sure, and Friday will be completely closed for Christmas. So yeah, basically we're just waiting and seeing. I have the wait and see approach, and I'm in no rush. I just wanted to throw that out there for you. Also have a quick look to Marathon Pattern Group. Quite a beautiful day too. Same thing. All the trend lines are broken to the upside, which is not a bad thing to witness, of course. But I like seeing some correlation between the main asset, which is Bitcoin, and their miners, which are following. But I'm not complaining either. Get that right. What else happened in the market? Actually, SBE will be merging with the EV charging station company ChargePoint. Had a massive day yesterday, roughly up 16%, back 4% after hours. So congrats to anyone holding SBE. I'm not. I was too conservative with this one, just trying to catch a dip, who never really happened. I also had eyes on other assets, and can be everywhere, right? What else happened? Nanex Imaging back on the uptrend, really interesting. I think it is worth having a look at this stock. Still in the ascending channel. We actually broke that ascending channel, which is super bullish. I wouldn't be surprised to see some more volatility and come right back down in the low 50s. I would consider adding more if we come down and test either this lower part of the Bollinger Band, like around here, or even if we come and test the lower part of this channel I drew. MP Material, this is a stock I've been following for a few weeks. They are specialized in rare earth materials, which are necessary for um, all the new technology. So everything that goes from the phone to EV batteries, etc. So they're like the pick and shovel for tech, basically, and like the new next generation electronics. Shopify has a crazy day too. I'm a small, I have a very small position, but I love the business, and I mentioned it in a previous video comparing Shopify to Skills, this newly company listed in the stock market who designs, who created a platform for gamers to compete against each other for real money. Um, so yeah, really beautiful price action for Shopify yesterday. I'm not quite sure what was the news. Let's see if we can find anything here. Hmm, unrelated, weird. And one last thing, I wanted to touch on Triterrace. Um, since I talked about it, mm, I think it was on Friday morning, right after this massive drop. They had a business investor call yesterday, basically raising guidance for 2021, explaining that they will buy back their stock for anything below $10, which is bullish, but I want you to still be wary about this information since companies generally don't go public, so they go out and buy back their stock, right? You go public, so you give away some equity in your company. So buying it right back is supposed to reassure us, but at the same time, it kind of goes against the principle of going public. So if they could avoid it, they would. So this is still a story in development. Triterrace, ticker symbol TRIT, somehow recovered from these previous all-time highs. So yeah, the comparison will still be compelling. We're still 32% down from all-time highs. This correction, quite scary, brought us to roughly a 50% correction. But we're slowly climbing back up, stair step after the other. So a lot of volatility yesterday due to this conference call that Srinivas Koneru and his management were on. A lot of speculation, then profit taking, coming right back down, establishing some sort of a support around the $10 mark. All right, and yeah, also one last piece of news for Riot blockchain. I was just trying to figure out what was the reason for such a dramatic jump in their share price, and they basically just bought even more Ant miners. So S19 Pro Ant miners, 3,000 plus 12,000, and they're trying to just grow their hash rate as fast as possible, stay competitive versus all the other miners in the space, and yeah, just reinvesting all the money that they made in the short term from their stock price appreciating. Also, one more thing, I really wouldn't be surprised if they would hit us with a good old um, shelf offering. So that would I wouldn't be surprised if they came out with some sort of $14 shelf offering, maybe 15, maybe 13, and this would cause probably a short-term sell-off. Maybe time for you to keep accumulating. Um, my view on these stocks is that we're still in the very early stages of this Bitcoin and cryptocurrency bull run, and you do not want to stay out of it. You do not want to miss out on it. Of course, no FOMO. This is not financial advice by any means, but yeah, I think 2021 will probably be the year for Bitcoin. All right, that's pretty much it for today's midweek recap. Let's call it that way, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye, everyone. Like and subscribe. Don't forget.